Good morning, everybody. It is Tarot with an Attitude, and I am your host, Rob Lee. As always, you can reach me at tarotwithanattitude.com, right down there. Book a session, things like that. I try to help some people, but we need to make sure a lot of you need some sessions rather than just a quick 5-minute card pull. That's what this is for. Reach out, talk to me, and we'll go from there. I am human. Good morning, good day, Brenda. Beautiful Freedom Day to you. Morning, Rob from Ontario, Canada. And we start right in. I'm going to have to adjust my screen here so I can see some of these questions a little better. Let me get over here. My screen's kind of jumping around, so I'm going to have to move around a little bit. Beautiful Freedom Day. All right. Guide stand. Can you tell me which guide stands strongest for me? And what do my guides feel it is important for me to know this week? We're going to do that for everybody, but we'll direct that out. So I'm sitting here holding a card that it's ironic because I was going to start. So Brenda, let's look at messages from the guides. This is this deck. So let me see. Helps if I flip it right side up. Messages from the guides. This was gifted to me by my good friend Bridget and Bruce. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Rabbits. Christina, good morning. Good Monday. It is going to be a good week. There's a lot of frenetic energy in the air, so I want you to be ready. I already know this is coming. A lot of people, it seems like today's already starting out as a rough day for a couple of people, and it's not bad. What we're doing, though, is the day is starting out busy, more hectic, things like that. And at some point, you've got to take some time and shut down and get into your groove and be able to remember to set your intentions. That's why that 20 minutes is so important, because you don't know what's coming. So, Heavenly Father, Mother, spirits, guides, angels, please draw close to me. The questions that are being asked, please pass through your wisdom, not mine, and the knowledge that that person or these people need to hear, so mote it be. And they acknowledge by telling me to turn my damn phone off. So that's it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Things going crazy. So, Brenda, message for this week. Let's start out for you personally, right there. Message for the week. Yeah, Brenda, it is a beautiful deck, but the message directly for you, message from the guides this week. Ooh, this is good. You got to remember, kindness counts. Kindness counts. So what I'm getting, Brenda, is that you are going to be tested a little bit. Your anger might want to flare. Just stay on top of it. Like I said, the frenetic energy I'm feeling today is kind of indicative of that. So that's the first message that we have for you. The guides that are standing strongest for you today, I'm going to look at their archetypes. I am seeing angels, but there is a spirit guide there as well. You have several, but I'm not able to pick, but I am picking up a very strong male presence. And yeah, they're there to guide you because there's going to be something. This came up reversed. This is the moon. I think we've talked about the moon before. I'm going to flip it over. Subconscious is going to play a role, okay? The waters are all turmoil, are all in turmoil. Everything is happening. So let me see if I can come around this way. There we go. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Let me start using my left hand. I need to become ambidextrous. All right. So, but whenever the moon comes around, what they're there to let you know is there are people around you that are not making themselves aware, but they're there to help you, okay? That's what I'm getting with an answer to who is around you. There are people, there are guides, there are angels that are not going to step forward so we can see them, but you need to listen to your intuition. This moon deck is also knowing how to tame and channel through. Notice we have the white dog and the dark dog. Actually, it's a wolf and a dog. Brenda, what we're looking at is for you, these guides are here that are helping you make sure you maintain that steady course, that your subconscious doesn't come into play. and that there is something moving around underneath that you're not aware of. So just be on guard, things like that. That's what I'm getting from there. So we're going to try to get through these. Good morning, rabbits. Oh, I said good morning. Hello, all my beautiful people. Yes, beautiful deck. Carol, good morning. Help for me in weeks ahead. Helps for me in weeks ahead. Let's have a little fun. Let's go to our forest. Oh, wait a minute. Let's do this first. Well, let's do this one. Sorry. Kind of addled. Told you. I know the energy is out there strong today. So, help for me. I'm glad I have my coffee. Okay, guys, the coffee is great. It doesn't make you jittery. It helps you settle down. I'm a little late in getting some of it in my system, so you'll see it take effect as we go through this meeting, through this program, and we'll go from there. All right, I'm going to slide some things over. I feel like I'm never looking at you people. So we're going to go there. So I might have to do a little plan. That's why I put it there. So Carol needs to know about health for me in the weeks ahead. What does Carol need to know about her health? That's a good question. It's well phrased, things like that. Carol, for some reason, I actually went into my other office today and grabbed a piece of carnelian, which I don't normally do. Normally, I'm all about my amethyst. I'm wondering if that's for you. Joint, back, neck. It really produces, it's healing energy. Okay. It's great with creativity. So I found that odd that as I was walking by, I have a crystal ball, I have all my chakra stones light up, and this one just sucked me in and said, take me with you today. So look up carnelian. I got a feeling for you. I'm getting the nod. Yes, this will help you greatly. It's good energy. Keep it with you. Keep it in your pocket. Keep it very close to you. Okay. So the health we're looking at for Carol in the weeks ahead. All right. Yeah, you're going to have to. I got 4 pentacles. It's going to be about you need to keep things stable, bases. This was reversed. So in your health, this is real. This is not in your head. There are things that are going on that you need to address. Okay. So anytime I see pentacles, I'm thinking real world. Okay. So this may not all be energy driven or something you could just think yourself through. There might be a trip to the doctor. Okay. Make sure maybe it's time to have a checkup and establish that good baseline for your health. Our little guy here, like a little fox, all right, is in your health. You know what? Carol, I'm going to make a statement. I want you to tell me right, wrong, or indifferent. A lot of people bypass going to the doctor right now because they don't have the time or the money. Well, it's not that bad. I want to see it. Go. And we step on our money. We hold on to it when we need to be letting it go in the right direction. That's what I'm getting to you. It's time to see the doctor. Something is going on. I'm not getting earth shattering, but I'm getting, you're going to need a little help this week to make sure you've got your good base. Lots of water, eat right, things like that. But at the same point, there's something you need to be in touch with to make sure that you're on it with your health. Hope that makes sense. That's about as clear as I could get it today. So let's go here. I want to remind everybody about my other website, dynamiclifeperspectives.com. You can learn more about me there in more in-depth in my clinical side, things like that, but you'll see my spiritual side wrapped into that website as well. I offer both. I try to combine the clinical with the spiritual wherever people will let me. All right. But check me out there. You'll see other services I offer, different things I do, and we can go from there. So that's where that is. And then the hemp works. People, please, the hemp works has been amazing for me. It has been absolutely just one of the biggest things in my life. My weight is adamantly, things are loosening up. I was putting up some of my sound dampening tiles in the studio, fell down. I went to put them up. Thank God I was alone. Pants hit the floor. Boop, things are just, my shirts are getting looser. Things are starting to happen. Normally, I'm a sweet guy. At the end of the evening, I am trying to, I need something a little bit sweet. We get these from Publix. We get these great sugar-free cakes. They're awesome. Had a piece. And again, I had my coffee through the show last night. If you missed it, check it out. Tarot with an Attitude or on the Quantum Super channel. I had my coffee. I ate 3 or 4 bites of that cake, threw it out, got up this morning, and even was debating throwing out a whole cake because I'm just not having the desire for it. I don't know if it's the way it's filling me up or whatnot, but I'm telling you, this is the only thing I've changed so far. So I want y'all to keep that in mind as we go through this. Check it out for me, see what's going on. So Kim, Rob, wanted to mention that my session with you this weekend was most informative and profound for me. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Kim is in our local area. She came to me. We had a nice session. I love Kim. Kim is really helpful to me, and Kim has been doing this for a long time. So a lot of us that do tarot and spiritual practices, we will reach out to other people to do our own, kind of like as therapy or counselors. We go to other people and coaches to go with some personal. Sometimes it's a little too close and we need somebody else's third eye. And that's exactly what Kim did with me this weekend. And she is awesome. I love her. So thank you so much. So let me try to find out where we're at here. I lost my place. All right, there we are. Oh, I'm getting way low. Good, happy morning. Thank you. All right. Can you pick card for me? Interested to see what it would say. Card for today. That's what we're going to do. Let's go here. I'm going to go to the angels for you, Alexandra. We are going, and my cheeriness, Julie. I know it's sickening, isn't it? You know what? Even when I'm not, I kind of force myself into this. I think it's why I'm silly. I know myself. I know my dark side. I remember my dark side, and I had to put that bitch behind glass, and it's still there. It's kind of like that break in case of emergency. My kids, my family will tell you, if I don't keep that in check, I can be a bastard. Okay, I know that's hard to understand. People don't comprehend that, but holy shit, yes, I am. Okay, so one of these things, by keeping my vibrations at a higher level, is it keeps me sane. It keeps me happy. And guess what? I feel better. My body feels better. Different things that I was finding that I was having to deal with medically, by keeping a higher vibration, they're taking care of their own selves. All right. We could really do a lot of damage to ourselves. Alexandra, the angels for you this morning are saying heart healing. Make sure this is all about self-care. You're not going to be able to see this. We brought this card out last night, so evidently you're not alone in this. Unless you were on the thing last night, maybe it was being talked directly. Heart healing. We are talking about green energy. We are talking about 39 collaboration, trying to get things done, which is 41. Or 3 and 9 is, help me, 12, which turns out to be a 3. So it's all about collaboration. But you need to make sure everything's lined up. And there's some stuff you need to attend to. I'm getting told, yes, in your heart, down here in your heart chakra, in your feelings and things like that. So be careful this week. You don't get your heart hurt. Be open, be mindful, be ready, and be ready to handle it from that logical state of point. And don't let your emotions drive you, is what I'm seeing for you right now, is what the message that came from the angels right there said. So, Mystic Mimi, good morning. How are you? Carol, you are welcome. I'm having coffee also. Good for you. What is this? Who is this guy? First time seeing this video. Hey, Dan, my name's Rob. I am a master's level social worker, clinical social worker, and I also do tarot readings. So I combine the clinical and the spiritual for people, and we talk real. Jay, good morning, my brother. Yes. Jay from Spiritually Raw. If y'all are new, you got to check Jay out in April. Love them. they also are very strong. And again, while I'm talking about Jay, remember, if you want to get a YouTube channel started, one of the ways you can do that is make sure, okay, if you want to explore the business opportunity through somebody on here, like going to hempworks.com, Tarot with an Attitude, reach out, talk to us. If you join through here, we will give you access to start your channel. There are certain levels you have to join at, but we give you access to this channel that already has 10,000 subscribers, and we are fixing to move to another channel. I was actually supposed to test drive that thing today and didn't get into the office in time. Talk about frenetic energy. Okay. And we will help you get set up where the minute you go online, your video is going out to over 10,000 people. So this is a definite benefit to the YouTubers that are thinking about HempWorks. Okay. HempWorks, Spiritually Raw has, and the Quantum Super Channel, the Collective Super Channel has already done the work for you. Resource, don't forget to tap it. Carol Carnelian, yes, got it. Check it out. It's beautiful stone, okay? The energy just pours through it, and that's where we're at. June, good morning. Strange Universe, hello. All right. Thank you so much, Robin. Guides, blessings, and much love to all for the day ahead. Yes, like I said, today's going to be hectic. This week's going to be hectic. Don't bow to it. So we've got Margot. I ask about my health at this time. Margot, health. See, we're getting into health questions, so no wonder I pulled the carnelian. Margot, pull carnelian in, but I'm also getting told for you, black tourmaline, there's some negative energy at work somewhere around you, and you need to have some something to repel it or absorb it to take it away from you. So make sure you're combining carnelian for you today with some good black tourmaline. Can be gotten on eBay, on Amazon. You can check one of your crystal shops near you, wherever you're at. So let's do this. I've got so many cards here. I'm reaching out. All right, let's go to the Spirit Song. Spirit Song, this is more of a shamanic deck. Kind of looks like this. We will let people see the beautiful elephant, things like that. Spirit Song, Margot, I ask about my health at this time. What does Margot need to know about her health? Let's not overcomplicate the question. What does Margot need to know about her health? Let me move some of my stuff out of the way. All right. So I'm going to take a moment, settle in. I have some of my coffee. It helps that. All right. Okay. Margot. Here we go. I ask about my health at this time. The Empress. This is Mother Nature, the beauty, abundance. We have a rabbit, okay? Rabbits, you either see them sitting dead still, but even then they're kind of moving. You see their ears flick, their nose. They're always on alert. The Empress is basically Mother Nature. The Empress is telling you there are some things growing. There are some things going on. I'm feeling like there's some healing coming your way. Grab the carnelian, grab the thing. Make sure you're in touch if something's telling you. Beauty and abundance. You need to get out. You need to be in nature. And I think that's why the whole black tourmaline thing came up. You need to absorb, get in some sun if you can, even if it's cold or snowing. Get outside, get some good sunlight moving, things like that. It looks like you're going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. You're going to have to take care of yourself. The Empress is huge about self-care. You can't plant a garden if you're sick in the house, okay? So yourself, your body, your spirit, it is the garden. Take care of it. Tend your garden, okay? We get so busy taking care and worrying about everything out here, we forget, damn, I'm important too. Okay. Can't help others if you're messing yourself up. Okay. Take some time for yourself, recharge, make sure you're doing what you need to do. Okay. And that's what I'm seeing for you health wise is the need to regenerate, the need for you to take in some self care. Okay. But also to get some good holistic medicine as well, not in lieu of anything a doctor tells you. You don't do anything. That's my clinical side coming out, folks. You don't stop meds, you don't do meds, you don't redo meds without going through the doctor, because coming off meds can be more devastating than when you went on the meds. And I'll do another whole show on that some other time. But that's what I'm getting for you for health. I hope that works. I hope that makes sense to you. And we're going from there. Alexandra, a card for our future. A card for our future. All right. I'm looking around here at which deck I want to use. I have so many decks here. A card for our future. I'm going to pull out a deck I used last night. Let's go here. And the reason I'm pulling it out is the very nature of the deck is called The Enchanted Map. All right. Colette Baron Reed. Beautiful artwork. Anytime you want to look at some beautiful artwork in tarot, look her name up. She's got numerous decks out. I love them. Generally, if I pass one and it says Colette Baron Reed, that bitch coming home with me. I don't know if Bridget's on today or not, but people that are doing tarot, it's not just one deck. When you really get into it, all of a sudden, it can become, it's almost like Pokemon. Got to catch them all. All right. I know we'll forget that video when that came out. Got some Pokemon people out there. My wife's Pokemoner. I do a little bit every now and then. Bruce and Bridget. Bruce from Apollo Travel, the guy I'm always talking about. Apollo Travel Orlando. Big Pokemon dude. So y'all got to check him out too. Apollo Travel Orlando. He's got some great videos. Look him up on YouTube. All right. So for our future. Here we go, Alexandra. The sacred pool. Things are going to have to soak. All right. The sacred pool. Remember, I don't know if you can see this card. All right. What we've got is a huge wave with a rose in it coming. Things are the subconscious is really at play for our whole world. The subconscious and our emotions, we have become, and there it is, thank you. We have become an emotionally driven society. We let our emotions dictate what we do. If we got to remember, that pool runs deep, that pool runs dark, okay? The sacred pool for our future it's nothing certain, okay? Things are going to change. About the time you get into a very safe place, there's going to be a wave hit, all right? So the 4 and the 7, the 4 is about establishing a good base. The 7 is about always reassessing, checking, seeing what's going on. Together we have an 11, which makes it 2. 2 is about partnerships. So you need to think of yourself as in your partnership with you and your inner being, also with you. And we think collaboration because we think multiple people, but bring it down to the singular, you and your outside world. Okay. There is no set future for each individual at this point. As the collective is what you're asking for, a card for our future. Things are going to hit. Guess what, folks? We got more emotional things that we're going to go through, particularly as we wake up. Alexandra, we talk a lot about waking up. It's not easy. It feels fun at first, but it can be traumatic. And that sacred pool is a way you're going to dip your feet and find out there are things that move around under you. There are things that move around over you. And a lot of this is having to do dealing with subconscious. So we are going to go through some painful times. I've told everybody 2021, a year is a 5. That means instability and conflict. So this kind of just went through what we were talking about. What's the biggest conflict we're going to have for the year? So I'm going to go on from there. We'll kind of ride that into something else. Biggest conflict we're going to see for the year as a collective. And I'm not talking about just our collective. I'm talking about as a whole. What's the biggest fight we're going to have as a nation, as a world, as a people? We need to start thinking of ourselves as a people and bring humanity back to people that we're mad at. Remember, they're just as human as you are. They feel just as passionate about their side as we do. And everybody is right. Everybody is wrong. Nobody's 100% correct. Nobody's 100% wrong. We have to start being able to heal within ourselves to be able to help other people heal. So what is our biggest challenge as we move forward this year? Let's go. Biggest challenge. Okay, losing hope. Losing hope. The star. They're always there. We get so caught up in our anger, in our madness, in politics, in religion, in awakening, and everything else that we forget. We let our frustrations. That's the reason all that churning, turmoil, water is always about emotions in your subconscious. We'll let that take over, and we start to lose hope. This is the star. It's a beautiful card. Normally, it is a big, positive, well-being card, but remember the question I asked. What is our challenge? It's maintaining hope and remembering we have something beyond what's going on in this maniacal society we have, all right? I'm not saying ignore it, okay? But I am saying you have to start realizing what you can control, what you can't. And I realize that no matter what happens, I'm okay because I have a good, solid spiritual base. I have a good, solid, whether you want to believe in spiritualism or not, do you have a good, solid mental structure that you can sound on and be like, you know, I can reason this out. This is going to suck for a while, but we're going to be okay. I'm going to be able to reason my way through it. That's what I'm seeing as our biggest challenges and in the future. So we're going to look there, and that's what's going on. That's real. I wish I could paint you a big, airy-fairy, sunshiny, oh, we're all going to be okay. Guess what? Life happens, things change, shit happens, and there's nothing we can do about it. So a lot of what we're here to learn is how do we deal with it. Rabbits Warren, Rob, I feel strongly my guides are trying to show or tell me something that I'm just not getting. Can you help me figure it out? I feel like I'm letting them and myself down. First off, you are not letting anybody down. The fact that you know the message is there means you're trying to listen. Separate out. You have become just like the rest of us. We are all born with psychic intuition. And I know everybody's like, crap. You are. Thus the phrase, that guy gives me the creeps. All right. Thus the phrase, I don't know, something just didn't feel right about that situation. What we've gotten happened and what we've allowed to happen is that we are letting that, our mind and our emotions and our fears and our anger to mingle with the two, and we're disconnected. Now you're having problems figuring out which one is what. So you're listening, you heard, you know there's a message. Let's take a look at what the message is. And let's go right to let's go to the angels then and say, let's see if we can't figure this message out for you. Man, I'm getting cards all over the place. I've got about 8 decks scattered all around in this little place I've got. So, and then a big hunk of amethyst. So there we go. Let's take a look, rabbits, at what's going on. The messages. I'm going to take a breath, have some coffee. I do want this to be, make sure. I don't want to, rabbits, somebody may be visiting you or they're coming back and forth. Okay, here we go. We're going to use these, and we'll see what happens. We're not going to see what happens. This is what this card, and we're going to listen to what we're being told. One of the messages I got, and this is from the Michael the Archangel deck, okay, is as above, so below. heaven and earth. This is deep, okay? A lot of us are looking at the 5D. A lot of us are trying to figure things out. Remember, as things happen, if you're spiritual and you want to say heaven, as things happen in heaven, so they are here. What you make happen on your spiritual plane, okay? I'll turn this over so I can absorb this card. What I'm getting here is 41. So you've got some instability, you've got some conflict going on because 41 is a 5. Remember, we've got that. We've got there's something I need to know, and it's causing this emotional thing. But remember, the 4 in your 41 is about having a good, solid base. Make sure you're taking time, okay? Helping it decipher. So as above, so below, heaven and earth. There's something you're trying to decipher, and there's a part of you that's saying on a spiritual level, but then you're kind of doubting it or something. Let's get some clarity on that. As above, so below, heaven and earth. Let's go to my Legacy of the Divine deck. No, I couldn't get comfortable with that. We're going to go back to the Enchanted Map, rabbits. I'll get caught up with some of your comments here in a minute. I love when y'all come in and start with the questions right out of the gate, because then everybody's kind of getting them going and we can get ramped up and get right into this thing. All right. While I'm shuffling this too, I want to take a moment to remind you, check me out on my YouTube channel. If you're not there, Tarot with an Attitude, YouTube. There is more content that is not on this channel, and I will be posting more content that does not go on the Super channel, where I'm doing more of just working. Sometimes I'm working with one person, or I am actually doing draws on topics, things like that, and seeing where they go. Also, we have a group on Facebook called Luminous Playground. I will stress to you, it is not a political group. It is a private group. You have to request to come in. We look at it. Everything's not airy-fairy, but a lot of your questions about spirituality, it's a great place to be answered. Peggy Sylvester from the Witch's Broom, she's in there. Bridget, who does a lot of shaman work, tarot work, energy work, shadow work, she's in there. Rocky Delgatti is in there, who has her own practice. So many people where you can find out. Matter of fact, I'm using Luminous Playground on Facebook, is where Peggy Sylvester is helping me to learn about sigils and sigil magic. So, and we all help each other, but we stay out of the politics. Okay. So with that being said, rabbits, as above, so below. We're going to ask for a clarifier from the Enchanted Map. All right. All right. Coming apart. 46. 4 is that base again. So you're getting numbers that have something to do about establishing a good base. 6 is about becoming victorious, moving past the conflict and the battle. 46, there's something starting over for you. There's something new, because 46 comes out to a 10, which means things are at an end. 10 comes down to a 1, which means things are at an end. You're fixing to have a new beginning. Something's trying to open up for you, rabbits. You've got to be ready, be patient, be meditating, be ever mindful. Okay, that's what's going on here. I will show you the card, and some of it's going to have to be in letting go of something of your own self. That's the biggest thing I've got there. There are gifts coming your way. There are things that are happening, and you need to be ready, because there's going to call some of your old habits and things into judgment. What do we say here? We started it last week. Paddle on. Go with the flow. See where it takes you. Use your intuition, but paddle on. So yes, the message for you is be ready for something to end and a new beginning to start. As above, so below. Things end. Things end. Things begin. Things begin. Think about it. That's why the number 10 card in Major Arcana is always the Wheel of Fortune. Life changes. Things happen. Things move. So the messages are, don't be taken off guard. Something's changing for you, and something within you is going to change, and you're going to have to address that and be ready for it. I hope that helped. Carol, MS, Dan, we're going to catch up with some things here. Carol, I appreciate you too. Loving your Hemp Works coffee. Allison, great morning. Rob and Galactic Sunshines. Good morning, Miss Allison. Hope everything's well with you. We are looking at saying good morning to other people. Human, I eat fruits for something sweet. Absolutely. One of the things I will tell you that's near and dear to my heart, and I don't know why, one of the things I want people to be careful of, and this is on the clinical side, and I read about this in Newsweek, diabetes is up throughout our country. Two reasons. Those of you that were on the no-fat kick and eating no-fat stuff in the 90s, they took the fat out, loaded it up with sugar. Number two, and what they're saying now is what I've read is orange juice. And you're like, what? We've all become, I'm getting off this, so I'm going to drink orange juice. When I was a kid, your orange juice in a restaurant, you served it in a glass this big. It wasn't just because the shit was expensive, okay? But it's all you were supposed to have. Remember, when you drink something this size or even an 8-ounce glass of orange juice, you are taking all of the juice. I love the Simply Fresh ad where Donald Sutherland, and I love him, is like, what's in the orange stays in the orange. You're absolutely right. And then they throw that bitch away because all that's in your cup, especially if you don't do the pulp, is the sugar juice. The orange was meant to be eaten as a whole. If you want to have some juice, limit it. It's causing diabetes. It's one of the things because we're drinking too much of the juice without the fiber. Rob, the coffee, it does cut those sugar. Okay, I was wondering because thank you for that, because that is something that I am seeing. I'm not going for that near as much. I kind of lost my place of where I was trying to find out. Kim, I confess I have 248 tarot decks. There you go. She's got me beat. Okay. And she's blushing about it. Yes. But the tarot decks can become, when you get into it, they will call you. You might have one sit on the deck, but then when you're like, the ones I'm using right now, I'm getting a draw, we will listen. Okay. And then all of a sudden we'll pull decks we haven't used before. My Spirit Song deck. It's not I haven't used it before, but I haven't had it a while. Janet, please pick a card for my health or in general. Okay. I don't even know if I did that one or not, but Janet, let's do this again. We are going to do I tell you what, let's do a messages card. I got to remember which deck that is. That's this deck. Let's go to Janet. Let's find out. Michael Ishmael, please step close. Leonardo, I don't know your name yet. That was just somebody called you. Heavenly Father, let's make sure Janet gets the message she needs. And let's go here. Janet, okay, this is kind of deep, but it goes along with what I was saying about the subconscious and what we're all going through. Know your truth. Your truth is different than my truth. Some of this is know who you are. Learn what you're going. I've been telling people, and we're talking about trying to start and don't know how to do it. I might be calling on some of you that might want to join me in another show called a Wake the Fuck Up Tour. Okay? Stop being led. It's okay to look for guidance, but you need to fall back to your own intuition. Know your truth. Know your gut. That is one of the biggest things you can do. And this was directed straight at you, Janet. So make sure you're spending time to meditate. Make sure you're spending time to understand what's going on in the world around you. And make sure you are taking time to understand what's happening here. Okay? Once you know your truth, this will settle. Okay? The mind, I call it the hamster wheel. I'm going around, things getting done. We get addled and things like that. Know your truth, okay? Once you know your truth, you can weed a lot of the other stuff out, and it'll start filtering it for you. Here we go. Thanks, Rabbit, for the info. Rosie, good. You feel that? Cool. Mark, let's get over here. When is the when is the currency exchange going to happen for me? Mark, there's way too much at that. I tell people, yeah, no, I don't use lottery. I don't use the pendulum. I don't use this or anything about my money, because you're relying on whole countries and things that are moving on behind the scenes to set your financial future. Talk to a finance person. They'll know more about that than I will. I can tell you this on the Enchanted Map, doing a quick pull. Yeah, all I did was cut the deck. Dragon's Lair, be careful. Be careful. Don't get lured in. All right. There's a beast in there. Got this beautiful, beautiful castle, surroundings, things like that. But once you get sucked in, so I'm telling you, that came across. It told me to pull. I just cut the deck for you, and it came up Dragon's Lair. Be careful. I wouldn't go investing heavily on it right now, if that's what you're looking for. But if it's something you're very interested in, just be mindful of it and follow it closely, but use more of that logical, analytical mind and use your intuition and listen to the guides that are being put in your place. June, when people learn about the children, it's horrific. Yes. Here's the problem, though. The message got lost. Now, some of y'all need to remember, I was an officer for 15 years, okay? I quit because I didn't like the way it was going. I hated it, okay? I could tell people were becoming numbers. It was becoming impersonalized. So we lost sight in 2020 of human trafficking for a bunch of conspiracy crap. And it tainted to that. So I'm telling you this, if we start focusing on what's happening to our children, where are they going? One of the biggest days of human trafficking is coming up Sunday, right here in this country. And you haven't heard about it from anybody, but you've heard about red shoes and all this other crazy crap. Super Bowl. Rich people come in from all over the world. The child traffickers come in. They're in the hotels, things like that. It is one of the biggest days. Do not think it happens. We grab our kids and send them somewhere else. That's not true. So it is horrific. But again, everything is balanced. June, I appreciate the passion, but you can't get lost in it. We need to be mindful, and we need to remember we're not going to beat people over the head and get them to listen. We have to come at them from logic. Do your research, get some things, put together what's going on. How many missing children are in your area? We're grabbing this whole thing because, again, the subconscious, it's emotion. We're letting emotions drive us, folks. That's what those cards were about earlier, okay? We are letting them tell us what to do, and we're reacting rather than responding to it. And therefore, it's kind of like what my kids used to say when they were at home and I was younger and wasn't quite in tune. Dad's throwing a nutty, okay? At that point, they knew, let him go. They were okay, just let it go. But when I came home and said, guys, everybody sit back, go to your rooms for a little bit, I got to think about this one, they would look at each other and go, we're so screwed. Okay. You get more done from a state of calmness and a state of responding and knowing, not from anger, but what is happening. We will bring people more into enlightenment about all topics. But to stand there, scream, preach, yell, put up fake news from both sides, okay, everything. Please, everybody, watch the movie The Social Dilemma. It is a documentary with a little bit of drama in it. Watch The Social Dilemma. We are all being manipulated, even in what you think is a great cause, okay? Check it out. I want you to watch it. Please, it is very important for me to understand. On my Tarot with an Attitude site, I had done a couple of polls about how much the media is playing a role in our life. And I'm going to preach here for just a second, then I'll get back to the cards. And I thought it was the news media, okay? Check out The Social Dilemma. Those are human beings that are being directed to, okay? And you'll find out, wow, what's going on. I think it's amazing when you talk to any corporate leader, and this comes out from corporate leaders of multimedia, their children are not allowed to have cell phones, but boy, they want yours to have one, okay? Dan Lowry, at Lamera this week. Okay, good deal. Rosie, oh my God. Gillian, this is my lovely wife, everybody. Good morning, baby doll. Hope everything's going good for you. She's at work sneaking in. Brenda, I think I am close to getting chat room up. The basics anyway. Got different platform accounts set up to stream too. Awesome. Good. You just keep plugging ahead with what you know and feel right. The key thing, what I'm getting for you is priorities and organization. Pick one. Don't let it all overwhelm you. Don't try to get 93 things done at once. Pick one, get it done. Pick one, get it done. That's what I'm being told for you. On your journey with the platform, we've got encouragement. Don't get down, okay? You need to realize you're working things, encourage others, encourage yourself. Remember, nothing happens fast a lot of times. It's going to take a lot of work. And look at this moment, taking care of a baby. All right, giraffes. My son wants to own a giraffe. Okay. Don't think that's going to happen, folks. But the encouragement, don't forget to self-encourage yourself. That's what I'm talking about. That enlightenment. That's what needs to happen. Rabbits. Thank you, Rabbits. Rob nails it every time. Beautiful message. I appreciate that, Lotta. Margot, we're getting back down here. Missed it. Is there an angel that helps me? There are always angels that will help you if you call on them. And you're not just seeing one. You have spirit guides and you have angels. The two are different. Okay. So yes, there is. Margot, I'm getting both a male and a female, a feminine presence with you. So I'm feeling you have a male spirit guide, but you are having a feminine angel around you at this moment. That may change, okay? Numerous spirit guides, angels come in and out, and they're here. Angels, what is Margot? Let's look. What do the angels have for you? Let's see what's going on right now, Margot, and see where we're going. Warrior of Light, silver, 33, collaboration. This is about making sure you're working with other people. That think of the three as the Trinity, okay? Things that come together, more than just a pair, more than just a relationship. You, your spirit, and the outer world, okay? You, the outer world, and your spiritual world, things like that. Warrior of Light, keep preaching. But I will tell you this. You always have to remember, if you want to be a warrior, see that moon shining in the background? That moon always warns me. We have water here again. It's very placid, okay? It's there. You're helping to get awoken from your subconscious. Ideas are breaking through. You're going to be battling them. Things of light are starting to shine through the water so you can see deeper and deeper and deeper in your subconscious. The swords are always, to me, about logic, communication, your conscious mind. So your conscious mind is starting to emerge and see differences. But that moon is always telling you, remember, your subconscious is at play. There are things at play that you don't see. And this is kind of what I was going out with somebody else, that there are always things moving you don't know, and you have things moving in your life. So what this angel is there to do is help you bring all this together safely. And notice the stars make sure you find your hope. Make sure you're dwelling in your hope and that you learn to find it. Keep these ideas fresh, keep them coming, and just enjoy. Take time. Be yourself. Be by yourself. Enjoy some silence. Very good. First time. Glad to have you here, Margot. Glad you found us. Spiritual gifts, Dan Lowry, absolutely. Mystic Mimi, second brain, the gut. Yes. We're all born with it, folks. Mystic, that's a great way. The second brain is your gut, okay? That's where things talk to you. We talk about our third eye chakra, and it's being able to see and decipher, okay? But that doesn't mean you understand it all. The crown chakra is where once you see it, you get it. So your third eye chakra helps you see, read between the lines, okay? But the crown chakra helps you go, okay, I see what's there, but now I got it. Okay. That all helps keep that flow going down here to the gut where your intuition, because now we're talking about intuition, not things you're seeing, not things you're reading. We're talking about what do I feel? Where do I go? What happens? Okay. That's where we're going. Excellent question. Sorry to keep asking. Thank you. No problem. Hey, brother, how are you, Michael? Nice to see you this morning. Became an affiliate. Awesome. Good for you. Glad to have you on the HipWorks. Great, great, great. Brenda, so many components to what is taking place right now, energies that humans have never experienced before. Absolutely. Absolutely. There are energies. There are things we need to be aware of. Very good choice. So, Mary, here we go. New to all of this, working to get out of my left brain. Where to start? Okay. Here's the thing. I love the left brain, right brain theory, but now I'm going to slip into my chemical side. It's scientifically proven, okay? We use all parts of our brain for different tasks, things like that. Thank God for functional MRIs and technology, and we see what happens. As we get older, when we were a kid, and some of you are still young and, screw you very much, you were able to multitask, okay? But as you get older, the multitasking becomes harder and harder and harder, okay? Because your brain is aging. Plaques building up, different things are happening. We can't get in there with an Oral-B and route those grooves out, okay? So, Mary, what we're doing here is learning that our brain, when we were younger, could fire in different hemispheres for different tasks, okay? But as we get older, as those axioms and nerve cells and things like that and the receptors start failing with age, all right, it starts drawing on other capacities of the brain. So this is one of the reasons I want people to be able to turn the hamster wheel off. Meditation becomes so important. You have to set your intentions through the day. The older you get, unfortunately, all my Geritol people that are right here with me, it's what we have to do, okay? Because each task requires more and more of your brain coming from right and left, things like that. One of the things we need to understand about that, so let's do this. Let's ask, boom. All right, we're going to go with Legacy of the Divine. So, where to start? What's Mary's key component, okay, in being able, because remember, you want your whole brain. That's the key. Don't let somebody's lingo confuse you. You want your whole brain. You want all of it there. You want to engage it. And certain times during the day, that wasn't a spirit, people. That was one of my, I don't know, it got damp in here last night or something. And my tiles, my sound dampening tiles are falling off the wall. So we're going to figure that out. Okay. But you need to take that time to disengage everything. No electronics, no anything. At least 20 minutes in the morning is what I try to say. And if you can do it 20 minutes before you go to bed, I've told people on Tarot with an Attitude, if you're at work, you need to do this. You need to take a time, run to the bathroom stall, sit down, take your break, and just be. Let that brain come back to center. Be open to what you're hearing. Still it, calmness, mindfulness. That's what's going to happen. So, Mary, where does Mary need to start? Where is it for Mary personally that she needs to start on being able to get this centered? Okay, powerful card. The Emperor. You have to master your domain. Okay, Mary, this is about you taking control of your life, your thoughts, things that are happening. You're going to have to realize that there are times that the emotionals have to be overridden. You're going to have to realize at times there's a reason you're emotional, and that's okay. but you're going to have to learn not to let them drive it. You're going to have to still the world around you. You have to learn to take charge of your world. That's the emperor. It's very masculine energy. When you think of the emperor, think of a King Arthur, love, compassion, but there were rules. And if you disobeyed those rules, we have a problem. Okay. So get into there, get some structure, start building some structure and making sure you're starting to follow it. One of the things with awakening is learning that everything is going to come in and it's going to be violent. So you're going to have to settle. You've got to take time to build your kingdom the way you want it built. That's the best way I can explain it. Okay. Auntie Nellie, would you speak on twin flames? I will next broadcast. It's 9:56. Somebody has the thing coming on behind me, so I'm going to have to end it there. Somebody's telling you hi. St. Louis, we're going to do some of these here. See what? I'm sorry if I didn't get to everybody. Remember, you can book a session with me through tarotwithanattitude.com. We are going to, let me go back here. We're going to get some things up here for a while. The Hemp Works, please check out the products. Just at least go take a look. Pets, bath salts, things like that. On the site, though, you're going to find some mantra products, some other things that don't have to deal with Hemp Works. Any of those, they're all good products, folks. Check them out. This has just been big to me, but I'm fixing to start doing some experiments with the other products as well. So I want you to check those out. Also, remember the Luminous Playground website we talked about on Facebook. Check us out. A lot of questions we can ask and go through there. We want people. There's over 170 people there now. I'd love to grow that site, make it bigger. Love to have you part of it. And we will talk. And people are there wanting to answer your questions as long as you're there in the right heart attitude. That's all anybody cares. Then you can also come to dynamiclifeperspectives.com, see more about me on a full-blown website, different things I do with my practice, things like that, what's going on with people. So with that being said, I am your host, Rob Lee. I hope everybody enjoyed today. I thoroughly did. What I want you to do is when you get up from here, stop, turn off the screen, take a deep breath, and reset, and then go out and enjoy your day. So as usual, take what you want, leave what you don't. It's not hurting my feelings at all, but at the same time, just leave with some peace, love, and light. Y'all have a fantastic day.